So this is one of my motherboards with a launcher issue, and just to kind of recap, the issue is very similar to this console. Actually, pretty much the exact same issue. Turn the console on, ignore the broken screens, an error has occurred. But that's in English. This is a Japanese console. Okay. Hold A and B, boot straight into unlaunch. There are two launchers. So this has not only had unlaunch installed, but it's also had a language patcher. The launcher.dsi is what is added. That's an English launcher. It will just boot into the DSi menu in English. What's strange is I can open up applications, system settings, for example, and this one, whoever owned this before me thought they were funny. Things like, I don't know, DSi camera. Just it'll boot into these apps. So that doesn't tell me that the console is without saving. Or that it can't be saved, that it's beyond saving, I guess is the term. Which it isn't. Due to reinstalling the launcher off of a backup of of pretty much every launcher that came out for the DSi and the DSi XL. And otherwise, I guess I can't say unusable consoles. There are unusable console as you could just navigate around it in a way. Or further homebrew it to just ignore the main DSi menu, but I mean, right now it's fixed. For the most part. I mean, the right D-pad on this power board has seen better days. This was maybe not a good example, but I am able to boot into the DSi original menu. So now what I really want to do is look further into this console, since I was able to apply a fix and fix the other two motherboards that I have. I mean, I wasn't expecting this D-pad to have an issue. So I might have to grab another one. I don't even know what happened to it. But that's not the point of what I'm doing here. I don't necessarily need that D-pad anyway. So what I need to do is get a backup of the NAND again. Now that I fixed the launcher, let me see just what I have in it. I think all this had was a launcher on it. Let me grab this. I think this is my NTR boot card. Let me plug it in and just see exactly where I'm sitting with everything. I need to kind of do some monkeying around because I don't have any USB ports anymore. Alright. This should be my NAND flash card. Let me go. Or my NTR boot flash card. Oh, not that one. Okay, it looks like I just kept a backup of everything. This is probably the one I restored, the modified one I restored. So, I guess it technically already is a backup. I mean, I don't necessarily need to... I should have left a TXT in it to tell me sort of like what's in there. I don't think it would grab... It would probably only grab those two files. I'm thinking here. So, this was the one I uploaded, and it worked. So this is the NAND that's currently on my console. So I technically don't have to do anything with it, per se. So let me just plop it back in here. Under a new folder. Just repaired. I'll just make it as well just rename it. I'll just call it repaired backup. And I'm going to copy and paste it. Now, I'm trying to remember, I might need to look back at my footage that I have just to see exactly where I had or what applications were on this console. Because now I need to look into cleaning the NAND. So I can remove the language patcher. I should be able to just disable or delete the NAND folder. Okay, this was from my white one. That white one, or this white console, has a lot of garbage on it that I have to clean off the NAND. I'm more interested in the one I currently have on my table. So I guess I can show this. I'm not exactly needing to hide it, but there I am. I think I'm backing up the NAND. Okay, I'm getting close because I just want to be able to see all of the stuff. Okay, it looks like the 2 launchers, everything else is most likely vanilla. So all I need to do is delete the 1 launcher that's on there. This console, the white one I was talking about, this one is a bit of a mess. I'm going to have to sort of look into it and really clean it out. So let me grab the first drive mounter. This is to mount the actual NAND. I need an empty folder, so let me navigate to it. DSi NAND backup. Select the NAND backup. This is 28 repaired. This will be my sort of tester NAND. Allow writing. Next. Select directory to mount to, which I need an empty folder. Okay. It'll spit out that. Then I'll get an actual drive mounter to mount it as like a almost like a flash drive of sorts. It spat me in there for some reason. Let's go here. NAND 26, repaired. Oh, it'll dump it into the new folder. And then I want the Twilight main image. Next, mount entire image as virtual, not read-only. I want to write to it. So the only thing, well, now it will mount it as a drive, which is local disk I. The only thing I need to delete is this. This should be it. I will sort of poke around a little, but let's just delete this. Let me grab the notes from Smart Person. Okay, so what they were saying, what I'm mainly looking for is these codes right here. These will be on the back of any of the files I see, right here specifically. So I want to look, since this is a Japanese console, the sort of like title header I'm looking for is 4A. Anything that's not 4A, like 4.5, which is the American one, I want to delete. So they told me specifically to look in file 17, which 4.5 is right here. This is the additional launcher. Or maybe what I needed, I don't think I needed to delete that one launcher. Maybe that was just like a... maybe it was a... I needed that to sort of point to something. You know what? This will be for science. How about that? So I need to get rid of this. This is an American file. I don't want it. The 15, 4A. Here's 4.5 and 4.5. '09 app. So the 15, I don't remember. I know they gave me a lot of information. '15. Okay. So system settings, so I want to just delete all of these 4.5s. If it doesn't work, I'm going to assume it's the launcher that's bad. So 4.5, 4.5, 4.1 is all regions. Whoops. Right here. 4.1's all regions, so I want to keep those. Function delete. 4A is what I want to keep. That's Japanese. 4.5, delete. I should probably cross-reference what all of these are as I'm just like purging them. You know what? Let me, instead of just like hacking this into pieces, let me actually go through one at a time and find out what exactly this is. So delete. Let me just make another copy of my backup. Rename it to delete all this. And then I'll remount it. So I'll need an empty folder. Now what's interesting is all of those applications didn't show up in the actual like unlaunch menu, but they existed on the NAND, which was which is a little unusual to how I understand it. Allow writing. Mount to new folder. Mount. And I take the disk mounter, mount the Twilight main, unselect write only. Perfect. I should spit it out as yeah, I've definitely got them perplexed. I sent them a copy of that, so we'll see what they find out. So this is apparently was added by the language patcher. I think this is... I don't think I can read this file. I think it just spits out garbage. I don't think I'll gain anything from hex editor. But I'm wondering if it's like some type of like redirect. Well, I'm not going to say anything. I don't know enough about programs to really say one way or another. I'm just kind of curious if anything legible comes out. Not really. So however this was made. So I'm pretty sure I can just get rid of this. Let's see. So then I need to just go in through my titles one at a time and find out what needs to go bye-bye. So they don't have any reference right here to the F file. 484E4C version data may repeat. So version data, that would be Japanese American. I don't know what version data is. Weird. I have no idea what that is. I wonder if it's just like an empty file, like ready to be populated type of like a directory that the launcher made for the language patcher. Okay, so this is 3.4, so it's this one right here. This will be the multiples for these applications, but they don't exist. Pre-installed will not update. Okay. So which one's Flipnote Studio? I am curious. I wonder how easy it is to just plop this into DSs that don't have Flipnote. It's right here. 5. Okay. So I have a 484 E4A. 484 E4A Nintendo Zone may repeat. Yes, it does. E4A, it was this one. Okay. 484 E4B is DSi Sounds may repeat. That is correct. And then 484, that must be DSi camera. Okay. How big are these files? 4 megabytes. I mean, the NAND isn't that big. 4 megabytes can be pretty significant. Actually, I wonder if it'll tell me. Like 102 megabytes. I don't think that's the real capacity. I don't know if I can see the capacity of the NAND. I would have to look it up. I bet somebody's already found that out. Okay, so here's number 15. So I'm guessing it's the DSi settings. 484E42 is the system settings. 484E46, DSi shop. Okay, these can go away. And then of number 17, system menu launcher may repeat, which this is the American one. It needs to go away. Okay, so my understanding is this NAND is completely rid of everything. Perhaps. Not really. I mean, some of it still leaves traces. It looks like there's traces of these tickets in here. Delete. Delete. I don't know what tickets are responsible for, if they're like some type of like authentication that the console needs to use. 4, 5. System log. Actually, color me curious. I just wanted to know what these were. System region 1 read failed. Oh, I wonder if these are error messages. No, these are like test logs. Interesting. I don't really know how to interpret them, but shared 2 launcher, shared 1 progress, import. So I needed to just clear out the title and the ticket file. So I think this is ready to be remounted onto my NAND. Okay, let me unmount selection. So now this NAND right here should be ready to go. Let me... I'm going to paste it before I rename it. I think I still have my thing plugged in. Yeah, it's right here. Okay, so I'm going to keep this back up here just in case. This is for the white console, I think. So let me delete this. Copy and paste. Yeah, this will take a while because it's an SD card. So I must have had this. If it doesn't work, I need to see what the contents of this black one is. Because I think this one might be the one that I used. I may have edited the wrong NAND, is what I'm trying to get at. But I should be able to reapply the TDT. I don't know why that was so hard to say. Via NTR boot. That will install this launcher, which actually I think is the wrong one. Let me check the contents of this file, or this SD card. This is the one I think I had in there. Yes, it was. Okay. Methinks I didn't think this super through. But this one has NTR boot, so that was the one I uploaded. That probably doesn't have the right launcher, which here's the right launcher. So let me copy this one over. Plop. Paired. Because I'm going to make the assumption that this NAND doesn't have the right launcher in it. I kind of flubbed up. NAND clean 1. I mean, I'm kind of learning as I go, so, I mean, making mistakes is just going to be part of the deal. So, I need to get... Oh, TDT was already on there. I think this is the updated version of it, though, so let me grab it. Because the one I might have on the other one is an old version. Let me just delete this. Delete this. Wondering if... No, I'll just delete it. Whoops. I'll keep these on here. I know what those are. Let me get my other one. This will be my NTR boot card. Really, all I need to do is... Okay, so this NTR boot is Safe NAND Manager. So this one, I'm going to... Yeah, I think this is the older one that doesn't work. Delete it. Copy this over. I'll copy over 2 copies. NTR boot. I'm going to copy over just another copy just to have it on this SD card. And then this will be the one I NTR boot into... Oh, I need the NTR boot into Safe NAND Manager first, actually. I can just sort of rename it, I guess. It's not going to grab it as a program. There we go. That's what I wanted it to do. So I need to go in the Safe NAND Manager to re-upload the NAND. I should probably just rename this one. So I don't think it will grab this NAND to back it up or to restore. I've never actually... It might grab this because this is the string it's looking for. Perhaps. Okay, so let me try that now. I have my SD card. I just loaded up. Let me grab the NTR boot cart, which I think is this one. Yes, dual core. Pretty sure this game card slot works. Be a bit of a shame to find out it didn't. Let me grab an SD card or my magnet. I don't know the polarity. A, B, Y, X, or X, start and select. Oh, top screen's still having issues. Finally over for this guy. I need to retire it as a tear. Hardware failures on my software fix-it attempt is a bit annoying. Oh, weird. Magnet upside down, magnet upside down. Okay. Oh, I don't want to dump. Hang on. Safe NAND Manager. Dumping tool. I don't want the dumping tool. I might need to do a little bit of research here. So that wasn't Safe NAND Manager? I should have that downloaded. Okay, hang on. Abort. Abort. Okay, here it is again. NTR boot, delete. I should have actually Safe NAND Manager downloaded already because right here. Let me just download a fresh copy. Same one. Copy, paste, NTR boot. Okay, I think that's good. Can I not restore my NAND via... I actually don't know. I've never tried. Will it just automatically always go into the NAND dumper? I might have to do some or this might not be something I'm really currently able to... Oh, top screen. Oh, what the heck? This dump cannot be decrypted with this footer. So, interestingly enough, I can't run the NAND restore via NTR boot. I should be able to, because NTR boot is sort of one of the methods of repairing a brick. I mean, I did that on my... This is getting annoying. Alright, I'm getting a new top screen. This one should not have the same issues. Man, I'm like really blanking on what I'm doing wrong here. Restoring my NAND via NAND restore. Because I don't think there's any other applications I use for this. Let me look up NTR boot. Let's see. God mode I might need to do a... Let's actually go to the actual guide. It might tell me... Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Started restoring a NAND backup. A way to run homebrew with NAND access, such as unlaunch or memory pit. No GBA to check your NAND backup. What is this for? Hmm. Because my only option right here is NAND restore, not NAND dump. Can I dump the NAND, or can I restore the NAND via NTR boot? I thought NTR boot gave me like admin access to the console. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. Oh boy, okay. What did I do to restore when I restored the NAND on my DSi? Or on the white one? I remember having trouble getting into NTR boot because the game card slot was a little dirty, so... That's odd. I don't see that on my... Is it because this console's already unlaunched that it comes up with the ability to restore the NAND? That's really interesting. I don't see that. I might have to go through another exploit method. I thought NTR boot gave me like, again, like root access. But I guess maybe I'm misunderstanding what NTR boot is. Huh. Well, then I'm gonna have to look into how to do Memory Pit. I haven't done that in a while. Or maybe it has Flipnote Studio and I can... why does it have to be the left directional key? That's bad. Okay, I'm gonna have to do Memory Pit because I see a camera. I don't remember. It's probably not gonna boot without a camera unit. I have camera units nearby. Actually, I don't think I can initialize the cameras. I might just be able to... I don't know if it froze. I don't have a touchscreen active. Okay. Let me first get rid of this stupid... power board that needs work. Put in one that doesn't have a bad D-pad. I'll plug in my touchscreen, because I'm probably going to need it. Oh, I was going to put in a camera just in case I need to use it for whatever reason. Here's a camera unit that should work. I'm gonna have to look into why I can't restore the NAND on a console I'm kind of going into more advanced territory, so that's probably not very common information. Or the people who are doing this know what they're doing. I'll try one more time to get into NTR boot. I just find it so strange. Like, again, I thought NTR boot was like a admin. Almost like a root level exploit. Okay. Oh, something must not be clicked in all the way. Okay. Try that again. Hmm. Okay, so what I need to do for the memory pit is I need to identify where the... You know what? I'm gonna try something. I should probably just back up this NAND anyway. And then I'm gonna do the edits to that. Just to make sure I'm editing the right one. And then while it's backing up, I can see what I need to do for memory pit. Will be DSi. Need to note whether or not it has the Facebook icon, which it does. Hello, random testing guy who probably took the photos to test out the console. Okay, it does have all the icons. Okay, now let me go back into NTR boot and dump the NAND. And then I'll re-edit it to remove all the American stuff. Just so that I know that the launcher still works. Oops, that is upside down. Or something. I don't know why that wasn't booting. Oh, it was right. Okay. Hello? Oh. I mean, it would be nice to have the SD card in there. Probably why it didn't do anything. Okay, begin NAND dump. I'll let that do its thing. So then I'll have the fresh, the repaired NAND that I can just dunk, or just get rid of all of the English programs from. So let's go back to here. So I do have all these icons. Download the correct memory pit binary. I do have the Facebook icon. So that's pit.bin. Navigate to SD card private DS apps. On your SD card is the root. If you already have these directories, previously taken photos on... Okay, so I need to basically force it to create a folder. Rename existing pit to tip. Oh, there's an existing one in there. Okay, and this is just basically to keep it handy. Okay. So now I'm just gonna be waiting on him backup. Yeah, I might have to look into why NTR boot. I can't restore an NTR boot backup on a console without unlaunch. I find that to be very strange. Let me read over this again. I'm not in any real rush here. as the NAND is very low quality, especially if you flash multiple times. An error has occurred on boot. Hmm. Your NAND backup from way to run homebrew with NAND access. So I wonder if NTR boot just doesn't give me NAND access, which is odd because I'm backing the NAND up right now. And I've never actually tried this. Trying the no GBA, the no cache emulator. But this is like deep level, like crazy person stuff. A little beyond what I'm doing here. And do the uninstall part. I'm not necessarily uninstalling. Installing and updating. Yeah, this is why I might have to ask why Safe NAND Manager isn't working in that regard via NTR boot. Unless I'm doing something wrong here. Oh, I didn't try that. Safe NAND Manager through God mode. I can try that. 85% done on the NAND backup. I didn't think it would matter, but I guess it does. It would be odd for it to work through God mode, but not through... And I guess, you know what? God mode would just be the best because it's just a menu. Then I would be able to select whatever program I want without having to rename everything in NTR boot. I mean, sometimes these people are thinking further ahead than I am. I didn't even like comprehend that because when I first did this, I'm like, why in the hell would I want God mode? I want Safe NAND Manager, so I'm just gonna rename it Safe NAND Manager. But through God mode, I should just be able to. You know what? Okay, done with the NAND backup, which I guess is that's interesting. Is it? I might need to ask a smart person about this. Why is it now erroring out? So it's not, this is the original header. This is the one I added the launcher to. I wonder if the launcher I downloaded was like a developer factory launcher. So like the title key that came with it. So I might not be able to well, I would have to edit this NAND. Ooh, let me just confirm that I can restore the NAND via God mode. Opening, I'm guessing it's gonna tell me, it's gonna spit the same error at me. In Safe NAND Manager, so I have a couple, I thought I was a little more prepared for this than I originally thought. Alright, let's try this. Because if I can't restore my NAND via NTR boot, it doesn't seem like it's impossible for me to restore the NAND, but I might be less able to. Wrong way. And I mean, I could almost just leave all those files on the NAND. I just don't really want to. Okay, system NAND. Can I just delete them through God mode? I mean... Oh, I don't even see them on God mode. That's odd. Tickets? Did it leave any tickets behind? Or did the launcher that I downloaded, did that fill up the title and the... Because here's launcher.dsi. This should be the English patch. Can I boot it? Mount, open in hex editor, calculate, copy. I don't know what NitroFS is. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to ignore that. Let's go into Safe NAND Manager. Boot file direct. Yeah, it doesn't allow me to restore the NAND via Safe NAND Manager. And this one was able to verify the no cache footer. Now, is this console ID the same? No, it's a different string. I don't know what number string attaches itself to the NAND. Exit. Oh, need that. Because I mean, this would be the easiest way to... I should confirm that this system NAND matches the NAND that I just backed up. Just sort of to see if this... I don't have that file on... Or the file is still on this SD card that I'm using. Can I at least launch this? Yeah, it looks like it works okay. I don't know why I can't reinstall my NAND. Okay. Or restore my NAND, which might be a good thing, I guess, because... Get my SD card in, make a backup, and then I want to look at this backup. I'm just going to do... Here it is right here. It's just like an empty... Just completely empty. And then I want to reopen it on my DS so I can see it. So I can sort of navigate it in God mode while I navigate it on my drive mount. So I can sort of see the same thing twice. Because if it sort of like auto-cleaned itself, or if that launcher sort of like wiped for clean all of the titles, it did leave the launcher. This NAND. Okay, so I have that on my DS. Let me get this thing mounted. I still have those mounting software open. Let me just fart in a new empty file. New mount. And I mean, does it really matter that this string is empty? I mean, at the end of the day, I have a repaired DSi, so MBR signature can't be found. Expected 5AA got 9C. Oh, okay. This is let me try one more time. So whatever that launcher I installed, it did a lot more than I expected. I thought it would just replace the launcher file, like maybe my launcher got corrupted, but it's a little more involved than that, it would seem. Let's try it again, and then I'm going to need to take a screenshot, methinks, and see what smart people have to say. Okay. Save output to file. I'll just .log. You know what? And I'll just poop it in here. Okay. So, yeah, I guess I'm kind of stuck until I have more information. I don't want to, well, I don't know how much I can do. Like, it could just be I leave this NAND as is and just say, well, I have a working console. I can't explore the NAND because I can't mount it, so I don't know if there's any sort of remnants of the English patcher on there. God mode says there isn't, aside from the launcher on the root of the NAND, but right now I don't think I can do anything. So, I mean, it sucks to kind of end because I thought I had all the tools I needed to fix my 4 motherboards that had this sort of language patcher problem, but I think I'm still stuck until I get more information about what's going on with this.